Common mistakes that people make are nothing new. It's probably the things your mother taught you when you were young, growing up. Certainly when you go in, your dress code needs to be appropriate. Your grooming, your hygiene, your body language. Certainly don't have a cell phone on that goes on off while you're doing the interview. And then obviously things like arrogance, humility, the way you look at people, the way you address them, and certainly good eye contact is important, and making sure that you are humble yet you are assertive. So simple little pointers that will work for you, that are really common sense, but you need to take cognizance of before you pitch up for the interview.
Another mistake people make in an interview is they get asked about their strengths and weaknesses, and off they go explaining their weaknesses. Now, if you watch Top Gear and they interviewing, or the guys they are showing a brand new convertible Audi on the one hand, which cost a fortune, looks smart to me, but they give it a bad review, and then they compare it to a Hyundai, which they actually felt was better. Now, if you're in a showroom and someone says to you, what's the weakness of the car? If you get them a Top Gear review, you're not going to sell many Audis. And who's to say everyone agrees with that? It's the same about you. You need to explain this in a way that's selling yourself, and we talk about that in the free online course. Then another thing that mistake people make is they get asked, tell me about yourself, and off they go at a tangent, when really the person wants to understand, are you going to fit into the culture that's in this organization? Once again, if you did your preparation beforehand and you saw what type of culture that they have, you'd be able to answer that correctly. People criticize their old work. They start raving about how bad their previous boss was. Well, the interviewer is thinking to himself, geez, I hope I never have to fire this guy, and what's he going to say about me? They're not prepared. Very few people go properly prepared for an interview. And what does that tell the person that's interviewing you? Well, actually, excellence is not a value to me. I don't really care how I work. Then people are desperate. They say things like, put me anywhere and I'll gladly work there. They think that's a virtue, whereas in actual fact, it's very unhealthy for the interviewer.